Hey y'all, what's up? It's Anthony. I found one page of notes dedicated to the 5 laws of stratospheric success as taught by Bob Burg and John David Mann in their book, The Go-Giver. Let's put in a little work. Let's think about some stuff. Okay, here we go. Number 1, the law of value. Your true worth is determined by how much more you give in value than you take in payment. So often people are worried about how can I get paid? Well, you can get paid by providing an incredible value to somebody. Give more in value than you take in payment. In my book, First Generation Father, what I try to do is help people heal their own developmental wounds so they can break that cycle of toxicity for their own family. What's the monetary value of that? Some people would say it's limitless. What's that worth? $1,000, $5,000, $10,000? I offer that for $20. 2, the law of compensation. Your income is determined by how many people you serve and how well you serve them. Figure out how to be of service to more people, to a broader audience of people, or find out how to serve the people that you do serve better. Find out how to serve them really, really well, exceptionally well. 3, the law of influence. Your influence is determined by how abundantly you place other people's interests first. This one's a little bit tricky. It actually took me a little while to reconcile this in my mind, because if you're not careful, you can misinterpret this as just doing whatever other people want. You end up kind of compromising your integrity, or quote unquote kind of selling yourself out for money because you're putting their interests first. But that's not it. How I interpret this to best work is to stay within your lane, do what you do, stay true to yourself, keep your integrity, keep your authenticity, and then within that realm, you may have to do things that you're uncomfortable doing because that's what people need. Like in my book, I shared a lot of things that didn't make me look the best. I shared a lot of pains and mistakes that I made and things that I would rather not share with the world. But the world wanted to hear those things because that's how I established my credibility. They needed to know these things so that way when I talk about healthy and happy parenting, they know this guy has the credibility because he's been through some things and they needed it and I had to give it. That was just part of the process. Number 4 is the law of authenticity. The most valuable gift you have to offer is yourself. You see how all these things are connecting? People think, oh man, I don't really have anything special to offer. You are the special thing to offer. Nobody has your story. Nobody is you. Nobody can offer you to whatever it is you're doing. Like the old saying goes, there's nothing new under the sun. My book is about healthy family leadership. You know how many books there are about that? Thousands. But no one has my story, my angle, my understanding. No one's me. Just like no one's you in whatever it is you do. I read something recently that really stuck with me. It said, people hate their art because it looks like they made it. They want it to look better. They want it to look different. But the value is that you made it. It should look like you made it. It should look like you. It should represent you. Don't shy away from it. The most valuable thing you have to offer is you. And lastly is the law of receptivity, which means the key to effective giving is staying open to receive. To a lot of people, they don't necessarily see an intrinsic value in themselves and they're closed off to receiving. They undercharge. They don't see themselves as being valuable. They don't see what they provide as having a high value. When you do that, you cut off the natural flow of things. The natural flow of things is coming and going, giving and receiving. When you give of yourself, you have to be open to receiving. It sounds like counterintuitive. Who wouldn't be open to receiving? A lot of people aren't. A lot of people are stuck in the scarcity mindset rather than an abundance mindset. And so they're not really open to receiving the blessings that are waiting for them. And when you do open yourself up to receiving, you let those things come and you give more and you get more because everything connects. All right, I'm going to let y'all get back to your Sunday. Just wanted to drop that word. Before you get into these games, spend some time thinking about these principles and how you can apply them to your 2024. Everything connects. Let's go.